As the floors can't take no more, stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored. As the floors can't take no more, stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored. As the floors can't take no more, stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored. can't take no more. Stuck in this groove, I'm feeling bored. Ready, steady, go.
Nate, are you here? You are going live. Are
Yes,
you
I'm
hearing any noise
here.
from my
I'm here.
right? Good day, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. This is Jesse here, Global moderator for Nigeria and Africa, and I'm here with my bro, Nate.
Yeah, thank you, Jesse, for having me on the stream.
All right, good to have you here, bro. Good to have you here. How you feeling today?
Yeah, I'm too good. I'm so excited. I want to
I think
see.
I'm hearing. Yeah, there's an echo. think there's an echo.
Jesse. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Can you hear me now? All right. Do you hear any echo from my end? Because I think I'm not sure what might be causing. Oh, okay. Anyway, everyone, welcome to the live stream. This is La Coupe de Africana Season 3, and we're beginning the Central African Regional Qualifier. We have teams from various countries playing the tournament, but for today, we just have Cameroon, Gabon, CONGO being represented. You're welcome. And this is a watch party by Jesse and yeah, so actually some of them mentioned they're having some issues with Netflix. So that's why we have a small scanty load. Hope they'll be able to fix their issues before the next game. Else, this is what we have at the moment. So by the end of today, 6 teams will be going to the group stage. The top six. Let me try to fix that. How's my network now? Am I sounding better? How's it?
Yeah, your mic is audible now.
Right. All right. We have OBT. That's the Gabonese team. Yeah. So we have 3 countries currently playing today. We have teams from Cameroon. We have teams from Gabon. We have one team from the Republic of Congo. Okay. And let's see which teams will help the lobby in this game. This is Rondo. Rondo is the new official map in Portugal. It's in Sandbox, and it's the only map that has the request option. Needs, what do you think about Rondo being included in Portugal?
Please. Let me fix my screen.
You're a little bit low, Nate.
Yeah, Jesse, okay. You asked me a question about Rondo, yeah?
Yes, yes. I was asking a question
Yeah,
about
to
Rondo.
me, I think
What you think about Rondo?
Rondo esports ecosystem was great. I can talk about my feelings. I can say it was 50-50 because I really don't see the point of recalls in esports, to be honest. Esports should be about raw power, not what drops to begin with. You get me? You know the points of
Yeah, totally get
recalls.
you.
Yeah, so I believe they should do like Vikendi 2.0 and reintroduce the map to esports again. But generally, Rondo is a good map. It has a lot of good features. So I think it's time for Africans to start and adapting to Rondo as in an esports POV.
Yeah, I get you, bro. I get you. I actually like Rondo. It's somehow becoming my, I don't know if I'll say my favorite map. Um, Erangel is
You
actually my
play this
favorite
map
map,
too much.
but Rondo is, what did you say?
I was asking if you play this map regularly.
Oh, yes, I do. So, I actually played a tournament one time, and there's somewhere in Rondo, a guard tower, Lao Zing, I think. I'm not sure I pronounced that right. But yeah, so they are guards, they are bots, but advanced bots. They guard the tower. I don't know if I'll say it's a tower. They guard the area basically. And so we were playing a
Oh, okay.
tournament, MPL precisely, and then we landed there because we didn't know. Like that was just when Rondo recently came up and stuff. So we had little to no knowledge about it. And we landed there and they are armed bots after our lives. It was actually crazy. So to get to understand the map better, I and my team had to start playing the map more often. The thing I really like the most, or one of the things I really like the most about Rondo is how you can use frags to um create some form of cover for you. You know, when you throw frags on the field in Rondo, like it opens up a hollow part of the map, and then you can prone there or say have some cover, so to say. So yeah, that's one of the things I like about Rondo. But generally, I think it's nice. I think the recall feature makes teams have a little bit more eliminations. All right, we have it fight right now, but they like to recall that guy, and that's the thing you don't like.
Yeah, something else I do like about this tournament is like some of the countries that we never expected to be esports. For example, in the past, we rarely saw a team from, for example, Congo. So I'm so happy right now I can see countries like Congo being represented. I believe that's a good thing and we are moving to the right direction.
Yes, true. Central Africa in general doesn't really have that much teams, but I think with the more opportunities they get, there might be more teams. More teams might break out. A team
Yeah, like
just
for
got
example,
eliminated
do
AVP.
you have any Ugandan teams?
No, sadly, we don't actually. You know, there may be Ugandan players, but
Yeah, I would really like
maybe
to
not
see
teams.
Ugandan teams play. Yeah, because many people doubt that country. They say Uganda is not well represented.
Yeah, I get.
Like we're missing
Royal
the point.
Academy is one of the top guns in this lobby, though. They are a really solid Gabonese team.
Yeah. Royal
I
Academy
think one of the,
was in PMAC. Yeah,
yes, yes, they qualified for the group stage of.
yeah, that's a very strong team. Yeah, and I'd like to see what they can do in this tournament. I really have high expectations for them.
No, they will easily make top six. That won't even be a hassle at all. Except they
Yeah,
play series of bad games, which I still doubt.
but the thing is, these days you can't even predict the top teams. Like a lot of African players have improved their games so much.
Yes,
Like
true.
you can't
That's
really
actually
call
very true.
the winners. Yeah, in the early stages. So like I'm really expecting to be surprised because we really don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, we'll see. Two teams have left us.
Yeah,
We have Royal Academy topping the charts, 5 eliminations, and it seems like they're hungry for more.
yeah. Let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. I'm sure we are going to get surprised today.
How do you feel about RJC being signed by each esports? I was having a conversation with a Botswana player, the leader of
Yeah,
Terrorist Wakanda Jaros, and he was like, um, he hoped he would like to see how they would play in PMGC and all, because in the qualifiers of EMAC, they were like pushing teams and all. He's curious to see how they will play and stuff. Generally, I feel like um they've come a long way and they really improved. And it's somehow like Africa is really dependent on how well they perform. That might
yeah. Okay,
determine how many slots we get moving forward.
okay. Generally, I feel good about RTC. I'm proud of them. They have really grind for what they are getting now. They deserve it. But the problem was in the name change. I think they should have left the name as is, even if they were being signed by
RJC.
Yeah, because the name sounds rabbit too. Yeah, it's like RJC is no longer from Africa; it's from the Middle East. Yeah,
Yes,
but that's
I
just my
guess.
opinion. Yeah,
Yeah, you somehow bring in the confusion because people don't really know, is RJC still African or is RJC MENA now?
yeah, because in the
Yeah, I guess.
PMGC chat, we are still gonna have some people asking where is RJC, where is the RJC? They don't know their name.
Yeah, because they know of RJC winning from Africa, but then they will be lost when they're saying it's this sport.
Yeah, they should have stuck to that name. But either way, we're gonna still root for them because they're representing us on the continent.
Yes, that's it.
I believe if they
Not
do
really much
good,
action
the
on the
people
game
from
yet.
yeah,
Oh
Tencent
yeah,
can
go
give
on.
us more support.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Not really much action happening so far. We still have 8 teams, 30 players, so we didn't really have a full lobby, which is why we already have 8 teams at this stage.
I hope from
But
game two,
we hope
some
to
of the
see
teams
more players and more
join.
teams in top 10 years. Yes. So I was actually informed that Cameroon is having some network issues, something related to the elections also. I was also informed Tanzania had that issue. I think we really have serious problems in Africa because election election shouldn't be the reason why people have network issues.
Old people should let the young kids enjoy the internet.
Yes, they should let the young people breathe.
Yeah,
We hope for the best. We hope for the best. Cactus Jack,
but I can see the teams that are
that's a
here
Gabonese
bringing the
team.
heat.
Oh,
Yeah, like
Rag is also
I
getting
think
cute.
I think like Rondo is still a wild card like Stanhope was. You can't really say this team is too good in Rondo or not. I think it's still a wild card
Yes, that
match.
is true. That's true. But variety is the spice of life, and it's good that people are trying to adapt to Rondo. because it's here to stay at least for a while. I kind of miss Vikendi though. I used to like Vikendi back in the day. Ever since they took it competitive off the competitive scene, I haven't really played Vikendi that much. It's just once in a while. It's not even always easy to get matches with
Yes,
that
I also
map.
like Vikendi on the esports side of it because it was also a wildcard map. Both of them, Sanok was known for its healing. Players used to heal before the meta changed. So like
Yeah,
Vikendi was
that
the
was that
style
was that
you
was
can
good
say.
then back then,
Yeah, the good back days, the days of and hyper with their heal strats.
bro. Good old times, good old days.
But I believe we have to
All
move
right,
on.
it,
We need to
yes, that's the truth.
do some training on this map, to be honest.
Nate, have you noticed the top three teams at the moment? They're all Gabonese. Actually, the top four are all Gabonese.
Yeah, I think
While the
Gabon
fifth team
is
is,
the hit. I hope they're
yeah,
going to maintain this firepower throughout the tournament.
that will actually be great. So, Central Africa is the only region that doesn't have teams in the gauntlet stage. And
Yeah,
it's that way actually because they don't really have too many teams. I mean, see the lobby right now. We have just 11 teams out of 16 teams. Yeah, although some of them had network issues and all. Yes, but
but I think from
regardless,
this
um,
tournament coming to the next one, we are going to have a lot of teams from Central Africa because I believe people will see in
yes,
the tournament its potential and at least form new teams because I believe we have so much PUBG players from Central Africa.
they actually some in like a lot of other countries. I think I just couldn't reach out to them in time
Yeah. But I'm
from
excited to see the
esports.
other regions because this will be full lobbies. East Africa, South Africa. I believe those lobbies are going to be crazy.
Yeah, those lobbies will actually be more crazy. And it's actually going to be a round robin format because it's about 20 teams playing in those ones. So 20 teams in Southern Regional Qualifier tomorrow, 20 teams in Western Regional Qualifier on Saturday, 20 teams in the Eastern Regional Qualifier on Sunday. Central happens to be the only regional qualifier with 16 teams.
Because who are the winners of the previous La Cup de Africa?
Correct. They are also invited to the gauntlet stage.
Oh, that's crazy. Because I remember the first season of La
That's
Cup
a
de Africa,
Sudanese
I
team,
was a
though.
player. During those days, our time season one, we didn't have this 120 FPS forms, and there were Egyptian teams. I'm telling you, we were seeing that
No,
stuff.
you, yeah, and you'd lag
Yeah, La Cup season one was crazy.
and tough.
Yeah, fuck. This is going to be a fight between Navy Seals and Ford.
And they're currently in third and fourth. I think Rag is going to get eliminated.
Shotgun.
That was
Shotgun. I
close.
think with this new update, they were going to nerf the shotguns or what?
Okay. Yeah, they really need to because they are too cracked. You know,
Yeah,
back in
because
the day, you'd see players picking on ARO and an SMG. But right
yeah, and we
now,
really need to go back there to ARSMG combo.
bro, right now, out of a team of four players, you could see like three people, if not four people, holding shotguns. Crazy.
Yeah, but the pamper to be honest. See, what I'm talking about. Yeah, but to me, the smart people are the one carrying AR and SMG.
That is true.
Because if these things get nerfed, people are going to see a lot of dust. AR SMGs.
I think it really needs to be nerfed.
Yeah, AR SMGs. I think it's too superior in my own opinion.
What's your favorite SMG?
UMP, as always. Okay, I can also use an Uzi, but
Bro, yeah, bro,
if you miss the
you're a
shot from
cultured
an
man.
Uzi, it's going to be a problem.
You're a cultured man, bro. UMP supremacy.
UMP supremacy, yeah.
I've liked UMP right from when you use 9mm. The youngins don't know that.
But if you are courageous, you can use an AR and the DMR. Be like Pharaoh, the god of DMR.
Tap your way to victory. So it's down to 4v4M and Navy still to take the first in the Central Regional Qualifier. 1v2. I think Navy should be able to easily win this.
I told it to be between Navy SEALs and
Oh, that was really close.
1v1.
Seems like the 4v4M guy wants to clutch mid incoming. That's actually their leader, Panic.
Who are you picking to win this match?
Nadez.
I'm saying
I'd actually
score.
like to see Panic clutch, but yeah, I think Panic is going to win this. He's trying to
Oh
fight.
my
He's trying to go
days.
for a test. That's what killed him.
GG's to Navy SEALs for
You
their
know that's
win.
what killed him, right?
Yeah.
All right, so we have Navy SEALs taking the first winner chicken dinner of the day. Navy SEALs coming in strong. Congratulations to them. They won this game with 12 eliminations. That's actually solid. All right, guys. Just saw Rondo. We'll be going into Erangel in a couple of minutes. I'm still here with Nadez. And the match summary, we have 42 eliminations, 43 knockouts. Total healings was 4,691. No grenade elimination. Wow, that's 4. 24 assists and no vehicle elimination as well. Nadez, I'll let you handle the comparison. I think
It's
I've
too
lost
much.
Nadez there. Okay, so we have damage wise, Navy SEALs did 1,659, 4B4M did 1,951. Knockouts, 4B4M had 11 knockouts, Navy SEALs had 12 eliminations, 4B4M had 11. Survival time, Navy SEALs had 22 minutes, 17 seconds. They won the match, obviously. While 4B4M had about 22 minutes. Okay, that's out already. The MVP of the match is 4B4M only. I'm not sure if I pronounced that name right. 6 eliminations, 791 damage, 2 assists, 6 knockouts, no throwable, healing 524.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Erangel because that's the map that everybody is accustomed to. I believe the real game will be starting from Erangel now. Can't wait to see it.
Yeah. Because that's what most of them will be using.
Yeah. I hope some other teams join the game too.
Overall rankings, we have Navy Seals in first place, 22 total points, 12 to eliminations, 10 replacement points. Kobe in second, 17 total points, 6 placement points, and 11 eliminations. Royal Academy 2 placement points, 9 eliminations, 12 points in total. Royal Equipe 4 placement points, 7 eliminations, 11 total points. Aknova Legion 5 placement points, 1 elimination, 6 total points. Farm Level Game has 2 points, Infinity 1 point, Dark Legacy 1 point, Cactus Jack 1 point, OTEC only Congolese team 1 point, Original Black Panthers to the Empire 0 point.
I want the Congolese team to do me proud because I'm really rooting for them. I want to see the Congolese team.
Likewise, me, I actually need them. I need
Because
them
after
to make
that,
it
we're
out
going
of
to
this
dance
stage.
to Lingala.
Seems like it's mostly the Gabonese team performing. I actually was rooting for Unity to do well. Let's see, maybe it's just the first match. Let's see what they'll do in the second match.
Yeah, we're going to Erangel. Erangel is a nice map. Everybody's cast. I believe most of the team will do better now.
Likewise. All right, guys. Thank you for sticking with us. We are going to go for a little break, say 5 minutes, and we'll be back to take you through Erangel. I remain Jesse here, official Pokemon moderator in Nigeria and Africa, and I'm accompanied by my colleague Nadez.
I'll see you in game 2.
So he was supposed to also tell you guys that he's an official Pokemon moderator for Kenya and Africa, but I've helped him do that.
Yeah.
All right, thank you, everyone. See you in about 5 minutes time for game 2. All right, guys, welcome back to Erangel. Or welcome to Erangel rather. We just finished Rondo, and Navy Seals won that match with 12 eliminations. I apologize for the technical difficulties and the issues we've had so far. We've been trying to fix the vehicle. Okay.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what these teams are going to bring in terms of rotation stats and everything else in this Erangel, because I believe a lot of players are accustomed to Erangel. So I'm really excited. Let us see what's going to happen. If still there's going to be a Gabon dominance, or some other teams are going to bring in the hits and challenge the Gabon supremacy.
Yeah. We actually have two more teams in this particular game, although not complete players, but it's an improvement.
I don't know. I think Jesse is going to check his mic, but as you can see, the flight path is from Miltat to Primorsk. This flight path is usually so brutal because the teams that land in Savannah, Stalba are going to have a lot of trouble getting there to their landing spot. I hope most of the team have secondary dropping spots. Yeah, will we see early fight, hot drop or something? Can't wait to see. Jesse, are you back? Can you get me?
Pradeep, can you hear me? Pradeep, can you hear me? Talk where? Is this audio going to the stream right now? Is this audio going to the stream right now? So the stream can hear you as well. Wait. Experiencing some weird network problems. Trying to resolve. Alright. I'm not quite sure where Nate is at. What's he looking at right now? So we have 12 teams up, lost one team, one small EMP. We still have about 3 teams that missed: Royal, MVX, and Ion. So far, Navy still is first with 26 points. Top 6 from here rather go to the group stage. We have Unity and OBK in a fight. OBK is a 3 team, Unity is a trio. Also wins engagement. Unity really need to win this fight. Likewise, OBK. Oh, there are so many shots just to get one knock. Seems like the rest of OBK this Unity player is going to get fucked. Definitely. They missed too many shots, unfortunately for him. The rest of Unity coming. Now Unity is playing really bad here. And there you go. OBK winning the engagement with 12 nations. That is the only Congolese team in the lobby, by the way. And they are trying to do their best to qualify. Find out with my colleague Nate is that Dark Legacy full team in one UAZ, an open talk UAZ at that. Real Academy, Water Town or Water City. I'm not quite sure what you call it, but yeah. So for those that do not know, this is La Coupe de Africana Season 3. We are currently in the Central Africa Regional Qualifier. We have teams from Cameroon, teams from Gabon, and a team from the Republic of Congo. The team from the Republic of Congo is the one that was in the engagement earlier on with Unity, and they won that elimination with 3. They won that fight, sorry, with 3 eliminations. But not much happening in the game right now, but we only lost 2 teams. And here we have it, Farike in a fight with Dark Legacy. One player handling himself relatively well. Has gotten a flush. Seems to be stalling for his teammates to form up. I don't think Dark Legacy is winning this fight, though. Is that guy looting? No. Midroll is punching. Now Dark Legacy is winning this at all. I don't think a clutch is up. Nah, this guy just wow. Midroll just did a 2 with quad. That's really crazy. Not quite sure what Dark Legacy was doing, but they're not a really solid team. So I wasn't really expecting them to do too much, but they tried nonetheless. They are down to 10 teams. I'm not sure where my colleague is at. They're down to 10 teams. What's going to happen in this game? Seems like New engagement is about to come up. We have Royal Academy in the fight now with Navy Seals. Navy Seals won Rondo. Let's see if Navy Seals will be able to hold off against Royal Academy. Beautiful switching of feet from Tokyo. I believe Royal Academy should be able to win this engagement, but you never can tell. A slow can clutch, a slow can clutch. Let's see if Navy Seals will be able to fight back. We still have one knocked out player and a lot of damage players. Lamborghini seems really low. Cronus as well is also really low. Royal Academy is not giving them space. Father seems to, yep, I knew he was going to get knocked out. That's still knocked out for Navy Steels. One tested over Gab. Lamborghini knocked out. It's all down to Cronus. Is he going to flee or is he going to try to fight? I think the best way will be to retreat. He's able to get an elimination. Royal Academy is not giving him space. It's been really aggressive here. And there you go, Royal Academy winning the engagement, taking out the first place team. And this is a very crucial fight. This is a very crucial elimination. This is a crucial wipe for Royal Academy because them taking out Navy Seals opens up space for them to potentially get to first place. They seem to be one of the top guns in this lobby and they're showing us why. For two eliminations, they took out the duo from the Empire. For RK, for eliminations, they took out the full squad from Dark Legacy. That was the solo squad for those that missed it. We have Unity, they have one elimination and they have been eliminated. They took out the player from OTEC, while OTEC took out the trio from Unity. We also have Royal Academy, they took out Navy Steel, the first place team, and they are currently at third place. Let's see how they progress from here. Aknova Legion, they finished third in the last match. Aknova Legion is actually not a very popular team in the esports scene. They're relatively new. OTEC have been able to get all the way to 7th place. Will they be able to clinch into 6th? They need just 1 point, I believe. I think they need just 1 point or so. Yeah, they need just 1 point to get to 6th. 1 more point at least. Because they're currently tied with before esports. Family of gamers. Another Gabonese team. So in the first place, we have a Gabonese team. In second place, we have a Gabonese team. In third place, we have a Gabonese team. In fourth place, we have a Gabonese team. In fifth place, we have a Gabonese team. In sixth place, we also have a Gabonese team. And in seventh place, we have a Congolese team. In eighth and ninth place, we have Cameroonian teams. Cameroonian teams aren't really doing so well. I'm not sure if it's called the network issue they had. But they do as the game progresses. Royal Academy is seriously trying to take out 4 players here. And there you have it. Fog eliminated by Royal Academy. Royal Academy up to 7 eliminations. They currently have 19 points and they're currently second place. Not much happening right now. We are currently having 8 teams, 27 players remaining. Royal Academy is looking very strong. They are currently tied with 4B4M, but they've been able to break the tie and be in second place due to the eliminations they have in this match. I see Royal Academy going all the way to first place because they took out Navy Seals. Very, very crucial wipe. Original Black Panthers player Tempete. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. That is actually a French name, if I'm not mistaken. Got knocked out to the blue zone. Here we have OTEC coming into the zone. One OTEC player down, 2 up. Royal Academy holding off OTEC. I think they'll just leave with the duo they have. That is the safest play for them right now. Because by now the odds to know is Royal Academy, and Royal Academy is looking for every possible means to dominate this lobby. They want to show that they are number one in Gabon and number one in the region. You can see them going for the chase. They're feeling very confident, and that's fair.
You hear me now?
Yes, welcome back, my bro. It's
I
been a
don't
little
know.
bit lonely
But
here, but I've been holding the fort to the best of my ability. So let me
there's
just bring you up to
usually
speed with what you missed. So sorry, go
I
on.
was watching. I was watching the match. Yeah, I can see there was too much violence as early as stage one. Yeah,
Yes,
so it seems to be a very
the first thing
interesting
to
match
be
like
taken
that.
out
But
was first thing to be taken out was the Empire by Fog, Family of Gamers. The next team that we just lost the last player from OTEC. The Congolese
yeah,
team is actually trying. It's a bit tough though, but they happen
I
to
need.
run into Real Academy, and Real Academy is looking for every possible means to get to first place. Which team do you think is going to win this match? We don't really have a lot of teams left, so it'll be easy to predict. What's your prediction, bro?
I can I can see that. I can see that FOAC they really have a nice spot in the map. I believe they've taken Potato Hill. I know that's a very solid place to take during these matches. So
Yes,
I
true.
think my pick is going to be FOAC. Yeah, I need FOAC to do better right now because at this stage there's no second chances. So you have to make it to the next stage as early as possible. So yeah, these teams need to lock in right now, even though there are still few matches to play. The lobby is really unpredictable. You don't know what can happen. Even 1 point can make the difference between you going to the group stage or getting eliminated and going back home.
That's very, very true. I would actually
Yeah,
like
but
to
I
see
like.
Arc River Legion qualify, though. They are new. They are relatively new to esports. I don't know if you know, but they play our scrims. They play um, African
The
Elite
African
scrims.
Springs.
Yes, that's where
Yeah,
I
I think.
actually got to know about them.
Yeah, that's nice. At least I did tell you that these times we're having a lot of teams from the African region that are really trying out in the esports scene. The other thing is that I like this final phase of the map because of the it's usually an open field, so it's your gunpowder and how
I think I've lost notes there for a bit. Seems like Farouk is about to go toe to toe with Rag. Rag up to 11 eliminations, and by the way, they're in first place right now with 23 points. Will Farouk be able to eliminate them? Farouk currently in fourth place with 15 points. They got their 4 eliminations in this match from Dark Legacy, which happens to be a solo squad. OBP eliminated. We're down to 6 teams, 20 players alive. Team is going to take kicking dinner. Parake have lost 1 player. They are up. Oh, they lost Midrail actually. Midrail was the one that gave them their 4 eliminations. Parake is currently in the fight with 4 before him, and it seems like they are losing. But 4 before him rolling up and clearing out Parake. Panic once again showing why he's the leader. Parake just got their first elimination. Royal Academy up to 14 eliminations, currently sitting on 26 points. I feel like this is going to be a solid 4 before him versus Rag final fight because Hunter x Hunter, the only Cameroonian team up, just a duo. Cactus Jack CJ, that's CJ on your screen. That is a Gabonese team as well. And doesn't seem like Binago is going to be doing too much here. He has like 2 or 3 Royal Academy players trying to kick him out in his first place. So,
Oh my
yeah,
God, what's happening?
1 more
Who are
elimination
the
for
teammates for this team?
Royal Academy, chilling and having fun. Look at their land coverage, like their real estate. They're covering so much land. That guy is going to get tested. Yep. And the solo from 4 before him, trying to get 1 more elimination for his team. But I'm not sure Royal Academy is going to let him survive any longer because they're definitely angry. Trying to heal up to survive a bit longer. But Royal Academy is still chilling in this game. I think they'll be able to easily get a 20 eliminations win because they just took out all the teams that should be able to spoil their chicken dinner. Panic still alive,
I,
trying to put so much fight in, but they're going to lose him now. Down to 4
I'm
teams.
glad it's
Do you think the other teams will be able to take out Rag? Seems less likely because they're actually fighting each other.
yeah, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah, I think the 4 before team, if the teammates really pulled up earlier, their teammates who was holding anchor, they could have taken Royal Academy, to be honest. Yeah, because this team is pushing
Yeah.
everybody. They want to do a record elimination in this lobby. Mhm.
They actually told me that they believe they should have been in the gauntlet stage because they're a really good team, and no doubt they are. And I believe that's why
Yeah,
they're playing this way.
they took game 3. They took game 2. Yeah, they deserved it. Yeah, they've been super aggressive. I think they sat down and saw that this is a lobby that they can dominate. And I think they decided to switch from a passive gameplay to a very, 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 very active gameplay. They'd say they are going to push everybody. When they saw that the Navy SEALs were taken out early, they realized this
They
is their
actually
game.
took out Navy Seals early.
Yeah.
I think I've lost Nate one more time. We have 36 eliminations in total for this match, 29 knockouts, 2,778 healings, way lesser healings than we had in Rondo, almost by 50%. 2 grenade eliminations, 23 assists, 2 vehicle eliminations, which I believe are from Royal Academy. They were really, really aggressive in this match too of Central Africa regional qualifier. Comparison Royal Academy versus Act Nova Legion. Well, the difference is really, 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 really clear. Royal Academy had 21 eliminations, my bad, and 10 placement points, a total of 31 points. The eliminations alone is far more than a lot of teams' total points. They are really, really impressive in this game and in this lobby. What I do not know is if they'll be able to keep it up. They've currently taken over the first, what's pushing over Navy Seals to second place. Will Navy Seals strike back in the next game? Our MVP for the match, Rag Yan, 666. 7 eliminations, 928 damage. Just shy of 1,000. I mean, if he got 72 more damage, would have gotten 1,000 damage. Really impressive. 5 assists, 4 knockouts. And top players, would you look at that? All the Royal Academy players featured. Then there's Midro from Faruqi, who got a 1v4 on the players from Dark Legacy. Match rankings, match 2. Royal Academy 21 eliminations, 31 total points. Aknova Legion 8 total points. Foreign the Kit 6 total points. CACTUS Jack 6 total points. 4B4M Esports 5 total points. OTEC 4 total points. PANTHERS 4 total points. Family of Gamers 2 total points. Unity 1 point. Original Black Panthers 1 point. Dark Legacy, Navy Seals, The Empire, Royal Esports, Nova Esports, Iron Battalion, no points. Here we have the top players screen once more.
So we have all the top players from Royal Gabon.
Royal Academy, actually. I think that is Royal Academy Gabon. I think that's the meaning of RAG.
Oh,
yeah, you're right.
Royal. This is crazy. 2 players on 1,000
They're
plus
really
damage.
putting
3 players actually.
Bro.
1,000 plus damage.
total dominance.
This is total.
Oh, this is okay. This is overall, actually. I think that is overall. Overall standings at the moment. Nate, I'll let you handle this.
Yeah, as you can see from the overall standing that it's Royal Academy Gabon. They are leading with a total of 30 eliminations and a total of 43 points. Place 2 is Navy Fields with a total of 22 points. You want to tell me there is a 20 plus difference between position 1 and position 2? That's crazy. Position 3 is 4B4 with 22 points. They are tied with Navy Seals. Position 4 is 4R Esports with 17 points. ARC with 14 points. CJ with 7 points. You want to tell me the rest from position 6 to position 10, actually 12, they're in single digit points. I think these teams will pull up their socks and try to do something with the load. Because Royal Academy is walking away with this one pretty easy and it's not supposed to be like that. Yeah, so I'll let you, JC, take over. Yeah, okay. We are going to highlight. See you guys in game 3.
All right, welcome back to the live stream. I really apologize for the interferences and the delays. Navy Seals won Rondo, which was match one, and Royal Academy won match two, which was Erangel. Match three, which is Erangel as well. And I'm here with my bro, with my colleague, all the way from Kenya, Nadez.
Yeah, I'm so happy to be here. It has been a very pair of exciting matches from match one to match three now. Gabon is taking over, as I can see. Royal Academy is bringing too much heat. I hope this team is going to maintain the same firepower throughout the tournament. Yeah, I think I'm starting to become a believer of them from the way I can see they're playing. So you can see the flight path is coming from North George to all the way to Sosnovka military base. Yeah, I believe this is a fair flight path. Most of the team are going to reach their drop spots. It's not going to be a hassle.
We'll see how teams play in this match. We already have Kobe Foyam flying all the way to 70. We have Dark Legacy landing in North George Pool, Navy Seals going all the way to hospital. I think there's a team behind Navy Seals as well. We have 4RK landing in Gatka. We have Hunter x Hunter. Somewhere, I think they're going towards Farm. And we have OBP going towards the island military base. Circle is out, is in north eastern circle. Let's see how the teams are going to play.
Yeah, judging from the previous match, I was hoping there won't be a hot drop during that game, because if teams want to qualify, this is the time to lock in. I don't think team will be taking a lot of matches, a lot of fights carelessly. So I believe the final circle is the one that's going to be packed. So yeah, we are going to have a very slow game to begin with. I think most of the team are going just to hold and play for the long game.
Yeah,
Because
we have 11 teams. Two teams couldn't make it into this match. I mean, I wasn't really expecting Central Africa regional qualifiers to be stacked because some of these teams are not really professional. But the most professional teams in the lobby are the Gabonese teams, that I have to say. Because if you look at the leaderboard, we have Royal Academy, a Gabon team, Navy, a Gabon team, Kobe Foyen, a Gabon team, FARC, a Gabon team, AROC, that is ARC, a Gabon team, CG, a Gabon team, even OBK, that is a Congolese team, is trying to make it into top six. They are the
yeah,
only teams trying, but then OBK doesn't still have. OBK has like, I think I'll call that. I don't know which ratio I would use to differentiate the points they have to the points Real Academy has. So it's crazy. There's almost a 2x between first place and second place.
the thing is that when it comes to this point in time, we don't. If you're a team like OBK, I'm not looking at qualifying as position one. All I need to do is just make the cutoff top six. I don't know. I don't care if they have 100 points, 200 points, or 30 points. I just want to make the top six. I will have learned a lot of things from these matches. Then coming to the group stage, I know what to adjust and what not to do. So the agent of the team really has a huge task in front of him. So I hope OBK qualifies. I'm really, really rooting for them. The first team from Congo to play professional esports. Yeah, I'm so happy to see them coming to lock up the Africana.
I'm also impressed. I had to message their leader on TikTok to get him on board. Like that was how far I went to try to find teams for Central Africa regional qualifier. But I'm glad they made it. And I would
Yeah,
really
but
like to see them make that top six. They just need to try
yeah,
and do say 10 to 20 points to be on the safe side. To be honest, the only team they actually need to knock off is CJ. Ark hasn't been getting eliminations, but they've really been trying their best to do top three. They did top three in the first match, that third place, and they did second in the second match. They're not really getting eliminations, but I mean, they've gotten 11 placement points already, which is somewhere somehow keeping them top spot.
yeah. At this point, I really think that maybe Seed should just give us a 4v4 against Royal Academy Gabon. I know they know they have qualified, so like just give us interesting POVs. I want to see a 4v4 right straight off the bat from those two teams. Yeah, we want to know who's the king of Gabon, who's the king of Central Africa right now. So if those teams are listening to what you're saying, push each other. We want to farm clips of you guys.
That's very true. 11 teams still in the game, 42 players. Unity leader told me they're having serious network issues due to something related to the election. I actually used to feel Nigerian politicians were really, really bad, and Nigeria in general is just crap until I got to know that Tanzania, they shut off their internet during election period, and it's the same thing Cameroon is facing. It's really bad, but I hope Africa gets better.
Yeah, Africa, our leaders need to do better. So as the youth, we can enjoy what we really love to. So anyway, do you think that RJC are the OBK of PMGC? You can say the same thing. Yeah.
What? Come again with the question, please, bro.
Yeah, I'm saying that RJC will be the OBK of PMGC.
Oh, wow, now you're trolling. Well, I think I would say RJC should be somewhere around Faruqi for PNGC. I'm not really expecting
Yeah.
them to. Oh, Faruqi is shooting rag now. That's interesting. You know one thing I like about these Gabonese teams, the top ones are they don't want to give each other space. Like, in as much as Real Academy have said they're like number one as far as Gabon is concerned and this club is concerned, Faruqi is saying we are not just going to let you go that easy.
Yeah,
Because
we need violence.
Real Academy used Real Academy used one game mainly to do 2x. I mean, they
Bro,
did
how is this
12
guy connecting
game
shots?
one, and people are actually playing crazy and crazy stuff in this game. You know, there are some wow maps or wow modes rather that people use just to train sprays, train all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, so let me ask you, Jesse, you've probably played as an IGL for Ansari Dami. So during your time or when you're playing, let me just say it like that. Which game style do you prefer? Do you prefer a late rotation or holding the center?
So it usually depends on where we land. It's hard to play. It's somehow hard to play early rotation when you land at the edge of the map because by the time you'll be rotating, that might seem early for you. Some other teams have already set up. Farik is not really taking this their role up very well, and they're just donating points to Prague. They are trolling.
Yeah, because
Farik is
from a lot of tournaments that I've been observing from the African region, most teams like playing edge. So like when you get to
yeah.
around stage three,
I'm actually trying to switch to play more central than edge because of the truth. A lot of teams play more edge, and a lot of teams have issues rotating to the circle, especially when there's a hardship. Not really
yeah,
a lot of players or a lot of teams rather can easily break into the circle.
yeah. So
But
for the
the thing with playing central is you need to be very good at defending because you might get crashed over and over. There are some cases where particular spots can get crashed multiple times, and it depends on how well the team can hold us that determine if they're going to survive that compound or that spot or not. Not quite sure
Yeah, but
what is going on between OBP and Hunter x Hunter. Hunter x Hunter is somewhere in eighth place, and these guys want to climb up the ladder. They've actually not been playing with a full team. They're also a Cameroonian team, and they're having issues with network as well. And there you have it, the last OBP player trying to leave the danger zone, let's call it the red zone, and find some safety.
yeah, okay, that's interesting. That's interesting. So with the also another question with the I believe you have seen a lot of tournaments during your time. So like with the changing dynamics in esports in Africa, like do you advise more teams to continue the grind, or you can say like this is pointless, like people should just play for either content creation and disregard
I
esports?
strongly
Like
believe teams should continue grinding because the honest truth is it only gets better from here. And this might sound or seem like false hope, but we didn't really know we'd have PMAC until PMAC came. So that's just how it's going to continue being because by next year, a lot of other teams want to take PMAC seriously.
yeah, by
A lot
the
of
that's a
other
good
teams are going
reason.
to want to take.
Yeah, because you don't know what
Sorry, go on.
will be coming in the future. Because I believe there are rumors that GMSL is going to be discontinued. So with the next phase of esports coming, I don't know. There might be more stuff for Africa. So like, I think that should be something that Africa should look forward to continue the grind. On my own opinion, yeah.
Yeah, that's very, very true. I actually, context one that also extracting points from Kobe for him. That's not something I was really expecting to see, but seems to be going well.
Yeah, I can see OTC. They are really holding very, very well. They've made it to stage 3. Yeah, that's good progress. I think OBK is going to qualify for the group stage of this tournament. Yeah, I can see they have a central position near the foot of Everest. Yeah, but Navy Seals, I think if the zone shifts to the center, Navy Seal is going to push for OBK on. But as you can see, the zone has shifted to the south of Gatka. So I think a team that's going to hold Gatka is going to have a very prime location. We don't know who is going to hold that spot yet. A lot of teams are playing still at the edge of the maps. So let's see what these teams are going to do.
Let's see. 10 teams alive, 30 players. So I would actually like at least one Cameroonian team to make the cut. I also like the Congolese team to make the cut because it's really, really looking like the Gabonese teams do not want to let go. They don't want
Yeah,
to
but
leave.
at the end of the day, we can only have two six teams qualifying. So like it's up to them. They need to lock in right now. Right now, as I told you earlier, you can see most of the teams are fighting out in the blue zone. I don't know why people like fighting edge zone, because personally I prefer just holding the center. I think from there you're guaranteed placement points and a few kills, yeah, and you can win the game. I believe that would be my ideal strat as an IGL.
You know, sometimes to an extent, it's easier to also play center depending on the map. It's easier in some maps, it's harder in some maps. It also greatly depends on when where you land and when you rotate.
Yeah, yeah.
Things like Legacy is about to be taken out as well because Navy Seal just started shouting points from them.
Okay, and yet again, Jesse, let me ask you: does where you land really matter with the game style? Because I've seen
It
professional
does.
esports
It
teams
does. Trust.
from.
Trust me, it does.
Hear me
Because
out. Hear me out.
let's put it. Okay, go. Okay, okay. Let me hear you out then.
I've seen a lot of professional esports team like where they jump doesn't really matter. They like just do quick rotations. Yeah, like the other day from the previous Esports World Cup, we could see the young Galacticos team. They were landing near the bridge. The zone would go northwards, and that team could rotate so hard and have a very prime position during the late stages of the map. So I really don't think that drop spot can affect the game state.
Okay, that's that's fine. Why I feel like drop spots can affect positioning is if you land too far or say you land more towards the edge, you need to cover more ground to get to the center, especially depending on um how the circle is like, if you get me. Now, if let's say you land at somewhere like Kameshki and the zone is more towards Primox, shifting something toward similar to what we have right now, you're going to need to rotate way earlier than other teams should start rotating for you to make it to a good central spot. And you're not exactly guaranteed of that place being free. So you might pull up there and start a fight immediately. So a team that might have already been there, well looted, or they've looted the area and gotten more loot than you that barely looted and just held the rotation. You may or may not know, you may or may not win the engagement with them. That's why I mentioned where you land at somehow matters. Because if you land too far, then you need to start rotating really, really early. Because it's either that or you wait for the first circle to shift. But you cannot then guarantee if the center is going to be fully free. Obviously, you're going to need to go forward, scout, and all that. But the longer you take to start the rotation, the more other teams would have potentially started their own rotation. And someone that lands at the center already doesn't really need to move too far. The person just needs to probably reposition to a better compound rather than you that is going to be rotating all the way from some meters. You get. So that's why I feel like where you land can um, affect how well you can set up in the circle. It all depends on the timing, though. You could land really far, and some people might start the rotation earlier on to hold a spot while the rest get loot for the team. So it all depends on
Yeah,
what the team wants to play, the team strategy, and all that.
we really need to put some respect on IGL's names because yeah, you can see there are a lot of decisions to be made. They do go through a lot, to be honest. So if you're
The
an
proactive
upcoming
IGL actually needs
IGL,
to think of.
yeah, I'm saying
Okay,
if
go
you're
on.
an
Sorry.
upcoming IGL, if
Upcoming
you're
upcoming
an upcoming
IGLs need
IGL,
has a tip for you.
yeah, to big respect to you. Yeah, Royal
Yeah.
Academy could
Um.
yeah, this team is winning again, Royal Academy. Yeah, that's nice. That's neat.
You love to see it. Royal Academy only 5 eliminations in this game. Navy seems to still up, but 4 people on down to his solo. Unfortunately, got into this match with just sit there.
Oh, they are shooting at my team, OBK. OBK have made it to the center of the circle. Is it center or the zone moved away from them? But OBK, they have 0 elimination at the moment, but I think they are making their way into the center zone. Royal Academy, they have lost 2. They are fighting with 2. So I think that team has a high chance of getting inside the zone. But it's going to be tough because a lot of teams have taken the center of the circle and the good spots are already taken.
Seven teams remaining. And then we go into Miramar.
Why is Navy Seals dying to the zone?
Aknova Legion using more ammo on vehicles than enemies. Not quite sure why, but they want to try and take out the fog spots. And they're being third party by Navy actually. I think Aknova is going to all get eliminated here. And it wasn't worth it at all. Because now they've lost 3 players for just one elimination. And in my book, makes 0 sense. Because they're about to lose their fourth. I just hope that guy is not going to try to recall. He's going straight to Navy. Interesting. Yep. And there you go.
Guess who is in the top? This is top 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, OBK is in the top 5. Even as a single player, but at least they're in the top 5. I just needed. Yeah, and they also have an elimination. Yeah, that's crazy. I think OBK will make it to the group stage of Lakab de Ghana. I'm really rooting for them.
They need to try to win this game, but now they just have to go up. And Rag is still putting up numbers.
I think we have already found our king of Gabon and Central Africa in general, this Royal Academy Gabon to be. This title is, I think they'll be definitely the era of African region when it comes to the late stage of the tournament.
What teams are live? We have a solo from Rag, a duo from Navy, 3 with a knock player from CG, and a duo from OBK. Which will be taking the OBK drinking a lot of blue. Huh? And there you have it. OBK eliminated. I was expecting more. Alright guys, 3 teams are live, 5 players alive. We have Royal Academy, Navy Steels, and CJ. CJ had a trio just now, and they just lost 2 of their players to Ryan. To Yan rather. I'm not quite sure why I called him Ryan. Yan triple six. He's trying to go to clutch the last player. And there you go, 10 eliminations to Royal Academy. Still putting up numbers. Now this game has automatically turned to a 1v1. Let's see, will Akaza be able to get the chicken dinner for Navy Steels? They really need this win now in a chicken dinner. Royal Academy as well would want to solidify their top support. Let's see how it's going to unfold. Akaza has a better spot in the circle, but Young can still easily make it in. Battle of the Snakes. Who's going to spot who first? Circle has shifted again more towards the north. Not quite sure why they're not trying to need each other. Akaza has 2 Molotovs. I mean, at this point in time, you should just spam them. Spam all your utilities. You never can tell. It might connect. You know, and yeah, it's finally doing it. Yan has 6 frags. Not quite sure why he's not trying to need. You're not going to use this nade after now. Oh yeah, finally. Wants to need. No, Akaza is just pretty molly there. Akaza just wasted his 2 Molotovs. And there you go. What a beautiful frag from Yan. way to finish the game. What a way to finish the
Royal
game.
Academy,
Beautiful play.
Royal Academy takes it again. I think this team owns the Central Africa region.
You know, I think Akasa wasn't really proactive towards the late game. He allowed Yan take a lot of a lane that he could have gotten. And then even the last lane that Akasa could have gotten, he let it slip away. That was
I think he's letting his
that
teammates
was
go for the
unfortunate, but
gunsling of the tournament. He's a contender.
we had lesser eliminations in this match. I think it's partly because the teams dropped a game. 35 eliminations and 5 knockouts, 4,522 healings. That is almost 2x of what we had in Erangel. We had somewhere around 2,700 and something in the second game, being the first Erangel. One grenade elim, 14 assists, and 3 vehicle elim. That grenade elim was from Yan, by the way. Yan triple six. That was what he used to close down the match. Nate, I'll let you handle the comparison.
The comparison is between the two top teams in the lobby, Royal Academy Gabon and Navy SEALs esports. You can see the Royal Academy Gabon are leading in the damage sector with a total of 1,922 in damage, while the Navy SEALs have 1,341 in damage. There's a total of 10 knockouts between the teams. Yeah. So the match MVP
Yan,
was
the MVP once
Academy.
again.
Is it Anne 66 or Yang?
It's Yan.
What's the name?
Yan.
It's Yang.
Yan.
You can see he has a total of 7 elimination and 634 damage, 1 assist, 2 knockouts, and he survived for 24 minutes in the game. So this top players is split between the two top teams. Oh, there is also a single player with a total of 3 elimination for 56 in damage, 3 knockouts, and he survived for 22 minutes. Yeah, that's a good feat. At least you're seeing new faces in the top player section. Yeah, I'm really proud of that. Just the top teams.
Match rankings. We have Royal Academy with a 21 point game. This is lower. This is 10 points lower than what they had in the second game. They had a 31 point game in the first Erangel. The 21 points they have in this match was their total eliminations in the second match. They're really doing well in the lobby. Navy still 16 points, CACTUS Jack 9 points, OTEC 6 points, Black Legacy 4 points, Hunter 4 points, Nova Legion 3 points, Public Enemy Sports 2 points, Family of Gamers 2 points, Original Black Panthers 1 point, Foil Equipe, Unity, Real Sports, Nova Sports, Iron Battalion, The Empire, no points.
To be honest, I wanted to see Iron Battalion. There's no way you can have such a cool name and not show up. But I understand it's the network problems, but still, yeah, that's a cool name to reach, Matthew.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm glad we want.
Overall top players, Yan Triple Six leading the charge with 18 eliminations. Rag Tokyo, 10 eliminations. Rag Smoker, 8 eliminations. Navy Akaza, win 9, 8 eliminations. And Faruke Midrel, 5 eliminations. All Gabonese. Yeah, really showing why Gabon is on top. Overall standings, Royal Academy with 64 points. Wow.
You just need 10 points.
OBK still in 7.
I really need OBK.
Whereas Hunter x Hunter needs way more.
Yeah, they need to be super aggressive. Like they can just decide if you're going out, let's go out with a bang. They may farm those points that they need, to be honest. OBK, if you can hear me, please do it for me. Okay, we'll see you guys.
We really need them. We really need them to make it.
Yeah. Yes, you guys in match 4,
Ah,
which is Milan.
we're going to start in like 1 minute.
So we are back for the final match, that is Miramount. I think from now on we know the teams that are going to qualify for the next round of games. Mostly are from Gabon. I believe they're the kings of the Central African region. But I hope these teams that are not going to qualify are gonna jump these top dogs in the low, because at this point they have nothing to lose. I hope they bring an entertaining game. As you can see, the flight path is from the Impala regions to the south of Prison. A very, very brutal flight path, if you ask me. I don't know if there is a team that goes to El Pozo, La Cobreria are going to make it, but the lobby has few players, so I don't think that people really need to jump too far. Do you think, Jesse, there's going to be hot drops now that this is the final match?
Well, at this point, I think the best thing that the teams that want to break into top six can do is to try to make the top teams weak, extract some eliminations here and there. They cannot rely on placement points alone, because the only team that has been able to somehow be consistent with getting placement points is ARC, which is Aknova. Wow, what a tackle. We have about three teams going to the Zaha if my eyes aren't deceiving me. We
Which
have
one?
4v4 and we have ARC. Like, I think that's two teams all going to El Zaha.
As is going to be chaotic. Now I can see also in Chumasera we have two teams, OBK and which is this other team that is going to Chumasera with OBK. Can you see the name and tell me? Or
Which
it's just
place?
OBK now?
Chumasera.
Doing too much
Oh, that is
Chumasera.
Dark.
I just want to. Oh,
Chumasera,
it's
that is
that.
OBK and Dark Legacy.
Yeah, I think teams. I really think. I really thought this was going to be a very passive game, but turns out I'm wrong. People are jumping on other
No,
people.
the thing
Yeah,
is, some of them don't know each other's job spots, so there's bound to be a clash. It's not a very, very professional lobby that some teams should have done research and all that. So I believe that's why we're having hot drops.
yeah, but I do like the hot drops. Yeah, this team Fog, they decided to shop for, so I think this is a chance for some teams to climb up, but they are in position, so I don't think it really matters. Yeah, so let's see if OBK can get at least 7 points and be in the top six.
True.
I don't know what's happening. These teams
OTEC
they
is
jump
in
to the
eighth
same
place.
top spot, but they are not fighting. People are holding. Yeah, nobody wants to go out early.
I think if 4v4 and Arc or Farike go out early, CJ and OBK can potentially surpass them. Although
Yeah,
CJ is going to need
I,
at least if Farike go out now in 17th place, CJ just needs 2 points to go to 5th place. Whereas OBK needs somewhere around 9 points.
yeah, but you're from top eight, you have a potential. If you have a good game, you have a potential to go at top four. Because I believe the top three is already sealed. Only the top 5 and 6 can breach the top three. Yeah, but for if you are from top eight, realistically, the farthest you can go is top four. Yeah, but as you can see now, the teams have started getting into it. Yeah, OAC and ARC are getting into it, which is a good thing for CJ and OBK. They really need ARC to
Yeah,
go out now, right now and here. If OBK is going to qualify for the next round, they need ARC to go out, and it seems that that's the case because 3 players have already been taken out, and only 8 ones remaining. So
Farike
there is
trying
a
to
third,
steal kills.
yeah, there is a third party coming along. Which team is it? Oh my days! 3 players of ARC are
It's
already
unfortunate that
done
Arc
and
is the
dusted.
team suffering because their last player now is going to need to look for placement points. And I'm not sure that
Agree.
is going to be very easy.
You can also see Navy Seal going at it with H. Is it Hunter Hunter or what? I missed the anime HXX, which is Hunter
The name is
Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter. So it's basically Hunter
Okay,
Hunter.
it's Hunter Hunter. Basically, it's Hunter Hunter. These are a team of culture, full of anime. I don't know what's happening. All these teams are going crazy. Or before and four arc are going at it. Yeah, there's fights everywhere. I thought this was going to be a very passive map, but I think I was so wrong. Yeah, so four arc has lost one player. Four before has also lost one player. Yeah. So four before on a duo and four arc on a trio. Let's see who's going to come on top from here. Yeah, also you can see that Hunter is taking out players from Navy Seals. Yeah, they have that. They have not adjusted one player from Navy Seals. Yeah, it's a solo
I think
remaining
for
and he's
before him
going
at
to
this
fight
point
for
need to
them.
just go to the circle. And they don't even have mid. This is not
Oh
the
my
right
days, he's
time
going to
for
net
them to get
himself. He's going to
eliminated.
net himself. Hunter, what are you doing? So at this point, OBK has no competition. They can only go up. So there's no team that can catch up to OBK at the moment. Yeah, if Dak and OBP take a chicken dinner, that's the only potential way that they can overtake OBK. So I think OBK has so for
Bro, 4K is out.
oh my oh
20
my
points.
days. Did 4 before
OBK
take
need
fuck? OBK 4 before with the
OBK
duo, they took
need
out the trio of 4 arc esports. Yo, that's crazy. We missed that part, but that's pretty impressive. That's pretty impressive, yeah. Oh my days, Dark and OBK going at
OBK
it.
is
Bottom teams, the
and
bottom teams are going at
I
it.
think OBK should be able to easily OBK is losing players to Dark Legacy. And that's something I wasn't really expecting.
Yeah. Yo, it's stage one
Cactus
of the
Jack
map.
needs to stay
These
alive.
teams have taken each other out. Almost half the load is gone and dusted by stage one. That's crazy how this map is. I wish we had this from map one to map four. It would have been very, very much interesting. It was interesting, but this is chaotic. This is the violence that we signed up for.
I think they're all trying to go all out right here. Right now, Farouk, you have to pray that Ark not get more than 3 points, more than 2 points actually, because then
Yeah, they only need to
Farouk is
point.
going to drop to fifth place.
Yeah.
TJ,
Oh,
TJ needs to get more points to stay in top six, and OBK already lost a player. They need to try to somehow get 8 points in this game. No, they need far more than
so
eight. They need like 10 actually.
exactly. So at this point, the team that is in danger is actually FOAC. They've played very well in the first 3 match, only to be in danger from the fourth match of the game. This is going to be absolutely crazy. I don't know if OBK realizes that FOAC is out of the game and ARC only has one player. I do really hope these players can read the lobby and the kill feeds to know which team is going out and which team is not going out. I think basically Dark and OBP are out. Yeah, OBP. Yeah. So like OBP is taking the fights to RG. That's crazy. They took one player from
That's not a
RG,
very smart thing to do right now.
but at this point, RG they don't have anything to lose. They have 64 points from 3 matches. So at least they know they are safe. They are qualifying as
They have
position
an
one.
average of,
And
let's
that's
say,
that
21 points per match.
again. This is crazy.
I'd actually like Ark and CJ to make it, but that would then be at the expense of either Farike or OBK. Nate, are you here, bro?
Nice spot inside the zone. They decided to take the central position, just like what I was saying.
Nate, can you see Levi? That's Levi, right? Still trying to survive
Yeah,
for
that's
Ark.
yeah, Arc. I believe all the players of the team is on Arc right now. They're telling, oh my days, it's getting shorter. I think he's going to make it far. Oh my days, oh 1 HP. I think this will he make it? Yeah. I think CJ is not going to shoot at him. He's definitely gonna camp it out till the last circle, to be honest. Nobody's going to take out this guy. He has decided that the team is going to qualify. Because how do you miss those shots, to be honest? How do you miss those shots?
Mention, I guess.
Why is he going back to the zone? He's alone.
He's just tying his
Yeah,
mommy set and chilling.
if you see OBK, we have to be casting the zone codes right about now. Because what is that zone? Hmm? Was Royal Academy still there? I thought they were deep in taking out. So team needs to take Alpozo right about now. If you take Alpozo, I believe you have a very strong stance inside this last zone. OBK should move in right about now if they want to have any chance of qualification. Because from the chat that OBK, that CJ has a lot of fans were saying go CJ.
Which team do you think is going to take this win? I haven't really
Obviously,
seen
this
Real
is Navy
Academy
Seal
doing much
game.
though.
This is definitely a Navy Seal game because they occupy very good real estate on the map. I think this is their game to lose. If they lose, I don't know. This is their map to lose. but there might be a crazy team that's willing to push them since they have a very wide splits among the players. Yeah, so I think that can choose to go in and destroy their game for them, but this is definitely an easy six win. Unless RAG decides otherwise, because that team be pushing everybody.
Actually, they seem like they want to try and climb up a bit. I mean, for them to
Yeah,
qualify with this match, they need to do say 15 points at
they need
least.
at least 15 to 16 points if they want to qualify. They should win the game with substantial amount of elimination. But this zone is too brutal. But I believe that they have a very good sporting second zone. Oh my OBK are losing players to Royal Academy Gabon, and it seems that they decided to push. So I believe their story ends here and now for Team OBK. I think the rest of the players should be smart and just keep from there, of which they are doing the same thing. Yeah, the duo decided to go in. Do you think the OBK can do it to the duo? Oh, oh, I thought they were running. They decided to take one player from Royal Academy Gabon, and they are pushing. Go to the zone, please. Go to the zone. So I think Royal Academy Gabon, they are
OBK down
quite
to
low.
do. I don't think they're making it.
Yeah, it's very, very, very clean right now, but we don't know because Royal Academy has engaged because there are a lot of team approaching towards them. No, your OBP came to the rescue from OBK. I don't know because they have the same names. OB.
Yeah, true. Oh,
OBP
there
is
you
down.
go.
That's the
OBP down.
yeah. It was good one last
I mean, let's assume
OBP
OBK
down.
manages to do second place. That puts them in 17 points, and they can potentially surpass CJ. But then CJ is refusing to die. They're still trying to survive. Rag not really
They are
making it easy
totally
for them.
yeah.
They've lost one
Oh
more
my
person.
day. I think you have
That guy really needs to drive.
like a
CJ out. I mean, this is OBK's only opportunity to try to enter top six,
they
but then they
just
need to do
just mentioned
6 points. And I'm not sure it's going to be an easy feat to do. Because at this point, Royal Academy are just sweeping the lobby. They've taken out, it's only going to be a matter of time for them to start going to hunt other things. The solo from Ark has been doing a very good job staying alive for before him trying to go. Wow, this is interesting. Bro, for before him just took out 3 players from Navy Seals as a duo.
and they're doing that.
That
Oh
was
my
really, really
day.
nice. Vega needs to move. Vega needs to move. He has totally forgotten there's someone above him. And I'm not sure Akaza's son is.
Oh my god. That I didn't think
Okay,
so
he
in
moved.
here. Oh my god.
Damn,
Oh
man.
my
He
god.
has
Where
gotten
are you
knocked out.
looking at?
This is what happens. This is what happens when you put too much focus. That's in the game. Too much focus. The final act player has been taken out. Hmm. But the act
Oh
player
my
was
god.
able to surpass Powerake, which means OBK can potentially surpass PJ if they do enough points. But they need a second place to get that in. How feasible do you
Will
think
they
that is
be
for
tied on
OBK? I
points?
mean, I would actually
Or
like to see OBK though, but it looks clean. If they had a full team, it would have been easier. But what before him hasn't been doing bad though. Vega had 4 admissions for them and he has been taken out simply because he lost focus. I think he should have tried healing up inside that. I don't know if I'll call that a shark than outside. Except he didn't know there was someone above him and his teammates were supposed to relay that information because his teammates shot at
mm,
him. That is why comms are important in the game. You need to communicate even the slightest details. I saw this, I saw that, this happened, there's someone here, but not a lot of things do it.
Yeah, this is going to be a very interesting final circle because you can see Dark is the only team, the Royal Academy with a trio. The rest of the squads have OBK a duo, Navy Seals a solo, and 4B4 a solo.
OBK eliminated, and I think our top six is locked in at this point because except Dark Legacy want to somehow eliminate 4 players and win the game, it's going to be tough for them to make it into top six. And not with the way they're playing right now. They're about to lose Barry,
So
I believe.
at this point, oh my
Oh, that
God.
was close.
So
That was actually close.
he was taken out. Oh my days. Oh my. It was good while it lasted. Our brothers from Congo. Next time, GG for you guys. Or there's a wild card. I think they can. Is there a wild card?
Now they're going to sweep the rest of Dark Legacy. This is a bad place for your cat to flip, Ryan. A very bad place. I think
Exactly,
he
bro.
got too
One
greedy
more.
there. Too greedy. I like Dark Legacy split. I think they really want to try to qualify with this match, but to do that, they need some more eliminations. They currently have 8 points, and they are losing eliminations because Navy just got eliminated by 4 before him. So Dark Legacy needs to kill the duo from Rag and the solo from 4 before him for them to even attempt to
Oh,
qualify.
they're taking Rag.
And they just got
I think.
a knock and a tail, but now they're getting knocked out to the blue zone. That is very bad. Now they're down to a duo. They need to push up this hill towards player one. So they had 5 points before they got into this game. They have 4 eliminations right now. That is 9 points. If they can win this
9
game,
points.
that is 19 points. But losing Barry right now makes it harder because Rag can still comfortably win
Take
this
this
game.
game,
Even
but it's
4
only
before
one
him
player.
can. Yeah. I mean, Jan Triple Six won the last game at his solo. Thing is, Dark Legacy, first of all, should never have lost one more player. Right now, they need to try to be a bit more aggressive.
Exactly.
You have 3 frags, OG. Use them. Because if they
Oh
don't,
my days.
Rag is going to either eliminate 4 before him or 4 before him will eliminate Rag. I think they're trying to play slow to get a win, but the unfortunate thing here is if they don't go to capitalize on these 2 guys fighting,
Oh,
yes, finally,
oh,
you need the eliminations. I strongly feel like that Legacy is going to qualify just with this game. They've gotten 10 points at
this
the moment,
overall point.
and they just need the chicken dinner. This is when they need to actually wait it out. They have the circle. 4 before him doesn't have the circle. They don't need to do too much. They just need to try
Yeah.
and
So
get the chicken dinner. That's all they need. 20 points is enough for them because Cactus Jack finished the match with, say, I think 17 or 18. I'm not sure how many placement points they had, but they had 16 points before. Plus your needs, bro. You have 3 needs. Finally! Bro, Dark Legacy made it in.
let's see.
Dark
the
Legacy
overall
definitely made it in. Bro,
We might
I'm
have
very
spoken
certain that they
soon.
made it in. Bro, they really tried. And I'll give them the kudos for that. This is the only the only Cameroonian team to make it in.
Yeah, we called it
Yeah,
and they listened to us.
unfortunately, OTEC,
So the match
OTEC didn't
summary
make
is
it.
we have a total of 32 eliminations, 29 knockouts, 3,690 total killing, 1 grenade elimination. I think people should be accustomed to use utilities in the game too. There's a total of 10 assists,
there's
0
little to no
EA
utility
point
usage.
elimination. Yeah, people really need to up their utility game. So the comparison is between the Dark Legacies from Cameroon and finally Royal Academy from Gabon. So even though the Dark Legacy, they didn't have a lot of damage, they won the game. That's what is important. They had a total of 816 damage, while their counterparts had 1,568 in damage. 3 to 6 knockouts in favor of RAG, 6 to 10 eliminations in favor of RAG again. The team survived for 23 minutes for Dark Legacy and 22 minutes from RAG. Total points secured, 16 points for Dark Legacy with the chicken dinner, and RAG from the third place with 15 points. So the match MVP again was RAG Young. I
Bro,
think this
3
guy is
times
a
in
top
a row.
fragger. This guy is a top fragger. I think he's going to be contending for the gunslinger. Yeah, I'll be watching that. He's a top contender for the gunslinger title. But the like up there coming. The top player is Young.
5 eliminations for Yan, 666. Yeah, this is just for this match though. But yeah, 5 eliminations for Yan, 4 eliminations for Vega, 3 eliminations for Bingalo, 3 eliminations for OG, 2 eliminations for Player 1.
This is the overall rank. Dark L with a total of 16 eliminations. I'm just waiting to see the overall ranking so that I can know which team qualified as top 6.
With C, 16 points for Dark Legacy plus 5 placement points. Sorry, for plus 5 previous points. That's 21 points in total. 21 points in total. I'm actually impressed. Yan, 666, 23 total eliminations. Tokyo first 11 total eliminations. Akaza win 9, 10 total eliminations. Smoker 8 total eliminations, and Vega 7 total eliminations.
Oh, Dark
I
Legacy,
told
they
you.
qualified as the 5th place. That's crazy. That's
I
crazy.
told you. What
The
I didn't
Cameroonians
expect was
are
them finishing in 5th place.
yeah,
Farukik almost didn't make it. You know, if Farukik
yeah,
tried to
quite
survive a
really
bit
bad.
longer or they won that game, they would have made it in.
Yeah, too bad for CJ. They really tried. They were putting all the efforts for the first 3 matches, only to miss out by 3 points at the end of the course. Yeah, that's crazy. That was a crazy first day. Yeah, that was a congratulations to the top 6 for making it
Yes,
for the
congratulations to Royal
qualifier.
Academy, congratulations to Navy Steels, congratulations to Public Forum, ESPORTS, congratulations to Arc Nova Legion, congratulations to Dark Legacy, congratulations to 4 Real Equipe making it into the group stage.
Okay, thank you, Jesse, for having me for the day 1 of the qualifiers. I really had fun today. I hope to engage
Thank
more.
you too for joining, bro. All right,
for
thank you
that.
to everyone for joining. We hope you had some fun. Mind you, we are not professional casters. We're just having a watch party and trying to see how we can um, watch together with you guys watching as well. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. Congratulations once more to our top 6 teams. Tournament continues tomorrow with the Southern Regional Qualifier. Tune in, same time, same place. Thank you.
Bye bye.